All right, y'all. So today we got another video. We got another reaction. Today we're gonna be talking about the Clippers, and we're gonna be talking about the Clippers. They've been playing really bad as of lately, so we're gonna react to this video by AM Hoops. The title is "The Clippers Disaster Just Keeps Getting Worse." Now, if y'all been watching basketball as of lately, y'all know that the Clippers right now have been playing really bad. James Harden is literally been carrying this team. He's been dropping 30 a night, man. We've seen prime 2017 Harden when he used to play for the Houston Rockets, man. This is some prime James Harden we've been seeing lately, man. And to be honest, bro, you got Kawhi Leonard that's injured. As always, I mean, bro, at this point, he might as well just hang it up, man. He's on the injury report every game, bro. We got freaking Bradley Beal, who just got off for the season because of a back injury. He had to get surgery on that. It's just been terrible, man. This Clippers just been a disaster, man. I'm being honest, bro. Got Brook Lopez, it's just been a team full of the unction. This is an unction, man. This is prime unction right here. But without further ado, we're gonna react to the video. I don't want to keep it up too long because we got a video to react to. So let's do it. Let's get it.
Clippers situation is the worst imaginable. Bad, expensive, injured, and old. Oh, did I mention no draft pick? And just when you think it cannot get messier, we get...
Oh, yeah, I also forgot to mention, they don't have a draft pick until 2030, bro. So, like, they don't even have, like, access to their draft picks until 2030. That's literally insane, bro.
New leaked text from the Kawhi aspiration scandal that makes the whole thing look worse. Now suddenly you have to wonder, has all that drama been bleeding into the locker room? Because the way this team is unraveling, it feels like something way bigger is going on. And the craziest part, the Thunder have their draft pick. A couple of spins on
Bro, the Thunder literally has everyone. I feel like the Thunder has everybody's draft picks, bro. And honestly, to be honest, they've been building this for years, man. So you can't even like hate on them, bro. They've really been they've been doing this ever since like they acquired and it's funny to say that because the Clippers literally gave away SGA, bro. Like the Clippers had an opportunity to build a dynasty around SGA, and they literally traded him, bro. So man, Clippers are just that franchise is just never gonna win a ring. I'm gonna be honest.
Goes number one. So the Clippers cannot tank. They've got to make a move, a crazy move. When you get a desperate team against the wall like this, you never know what can happen. Like the kind of move they are now forced into could literally reshape the entire NBA. So what exactly went wrong in LA, and how desperate is this front office about to get? But this video is sponsored by Warby Parker, because you didn't know that I wear glasses.
Yeah, I have your vision right, but come on, bro.
Feel free to stop here with the QR code on your screen. Thanks again to Warby Parker. Because remember, this team was supposed to be good. Remember how last season ended? 18-3 with a plus 13.3 net rating. That is better than the OKC Thunder. And yeah, they lost to the first round, but to the Nuggets, who they pushed to 7 games without home court advantage. So
But this year, honestly, I don't think they're even gonna make the playoffs, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, bro. They look like this team is not even gonna. They're not even going to make the play-in, bro. This team is done.
About this offseason, the Clips got John Collins for pennies, Brook Lopez to back up Zubats, Bradley Beal and Chris Paul. Oh, sure, they gave up Norm Powell, but Kawhi finally healthy? So LA had the 5th best odds in the West, behind only the Thunder, Nuggets, Wolves, Rockets, and Lakers. One of the best in the West. But we all know what their biggest offseason addition was. It was all the controversy surrounding Kawhi getting paid. Well, we got even more new evidence, text messages that look terrible. But what is actually wrong with the Clippers right now? Why were all those experts so off? I mean, yes, they have injuries, but this team was supposed to be deep, and they had 50 wins last year when Kawhi was healthy for just 37 games. Well, it's hard to describe just how terrible things are. They're 11th in the West with a minus 4.6 net rating, which means they can't score or defend. On pace for 29 wins. About to make sure...
29... Isn't that worse than the Mavericks, bro? Because the Mavericks are on pace to only win, like... By the reports, say they're on pace to only win, like, 30-something games, bro. Bro, that shit is crazy, man.
The Thunder are a dynasty. Do you realize that OKC can go back-to-back champs this year and still draft AJ DeMonsta, Darren Peterson? How many titles are they gonna win? I mean, even giving them...
Bro, it's like, this shit not even fair, bro. Like, if they draft AJ DeMonsta, bro, come on, bro. Like, if the OKC go back-to-back and draft the #1 pick, too, man, bro, it's like cheating, bro. Like, what the fuck, nigga? I feel like it's cheating at that point, bro.
top
Hey,
10
damn.
pick is a disaster. So
Team
the
is too
Clips
good.
have to make moves to win. They have no other choice. What kind of trades do they need? Well, their problem is age. The Clips are the oldest team in the NBA, older than the Golden State Warriors. It goes Clips, Warriors, Kings, Rockets, and Bucks. That age has caught up to Brook Lopez, who cannot keep up on defense, shooting 33% from deep. Chris Paul is getting DNPs. Bradley Beal broke his hip. And look, I'm not
Bro,
trying to be
imagine
funny.
being on the Clippers, you're a starter, and a coach is not putting you on the DNP decision, bro. Decision. That's how you know you're washed, bro.
This isn't a joke, but that is the ultimate old guy injury. Kawhi is injured already, just randomly tweaked his ankle. Then they said, oh, wait, no, it's also a severe foot sprain. And the league is faster than ever. For example, last year, the NBA had 9 teams average 100 possessions or more. That's how fast they were playing, okay? 100 plus chances to score the ball. This year, that number is 18 teams. So over half the league is playing like a young athletic team. LA is stuck in the mud. And side note, this is part of the reason why injuries are so up right now. Like, you know, all the calf issues and the Achilles issues? Well, when the NBA is playing and the guys are running faster than ever all game long, those things tend to pile up. But the Clips are run by one of the older, slowest stars around, James Harden. Leaning on him like he's an MVP from 8 years ago. Dude has a 30.4 usage rate, and they play more isolation than anybody in the league, which leads to great numbers for Harden. 26 points, 6 boards, 6 assists, but as a team, 4 and 10. Why? Because if you take
Bro, it's
out
crazy because James Harden could drop 60 points and this team will still lose, bro. It's just that bad out there, bro. Like, this nigga could drop 60, bro. 10 boards and 10 assists, and this team will still fucking lose, bro.
Beard,
Shit crazy,
your work
man.
is done. Like the other night, Harden had not one, but 2 chances to beat Philly at the end and nothing. So what happens now? Is it too early to panic? Well, sneaking into a top 6 seed right now feels almost impossible. They have to make a big move. But first, what about these new Kawhi texts? Because the Washington Post did a big expose on Uncle Dennis, and they revealed new info. So Kawhi's being accused of a no-show job, getting paid millions to get around the salary cap. He was a free agent in 2019. Uncle Dennis was telling teams he wanted a sweetener to commit. So the Post...
Bro, you know about the whole scandal with the Kawhi thing? Bro, it's crazy how the owner literally like gave Kawhi like more money so that he could stay on the Clippers, bro. Because if they didn't give him that, I'm pretty sure Kawhi Leonard would have went to another team, bro. Like, and let me just say this, just to be straight up, that man guilty, bro. He's guilty as fuck for that, bro. Like, that ass, he did that shit. Like, no, nobody's gonna convince me that he did try to pay him under the table so he could stay on the Clippers, bro. Because Kawhi wanted more money. You're not about to convince me he didn't do that shit, man. Then keep in mind, Steve Ballmer is a billionaire, bro. He definitely did that shit, 100%, bro. He definitely paid this nigga under the table, man. Now it's like, what is the consequences? Are they gonna take away their draft picks? Is he gonna be forced to sell the team? Will Kawhi's contract get voided? Like, I don't know.
Spoke with Dennis's best friend Johnny Wilkes, who was communicating with Jerry West. They set up a meeting between Kawhi and the Clippers, and before that meeting, Jerry West said, hey, tell Kawhi that if he goes to the Lakers, he'd just be LeBron's caddy. And Wilkes replied, yeah, F the Lakers. This is actually between you guys and Toronto. So Kawhi then has that meeting, and afterward, Wilkes texts Uncle Dennis. He said, hey, I just spoke with Jerry West and another guy, and Ballmer is to fund the Kawhi marketing campaign. Really? That aligns with what Dennis was asking the Raptors at the time. He asked for at least $10 million per year in extra sponsorship income, but we don't want to do anything for it. And a few hours later, Kawhi signs with the Clippers. How convenient. But of course, this is not a smoking gun. It just piles on more evidence. But the Clippers are playing like this story is on their mind. How could it not? Any day now, Adam Silver could just announce that Kawhi's contract is void and he's off the team. A little distracting. So what can the Clippers do to get out of this mess? Well, let's look at their trade assets first. What do they have so they can get something back? Not only is this year's pick gone, but the next 4 years. 2 to OKC, 2 to Philly. The big thing in their favor is the LA market. I mean, sure, they're the Clippers in LA, but Steve Ballmer's got a great reputation with players, and guys love being in LA. Now, as far as trades go, their only real assets are Ivica Zubac and rookie Kobe Sanders. Yeah, the Clips are playing second-round pick rookie Kobe Sanders, and he's doing great. Kid even started, went 17 points, including 2 clutch free throws from a rookie. Zoo is just 28 years old still and a very good two-way center. He even defended Nikola Jokic pretty well in last year's playoffs. So what can they get? Well, I think a team like this would take wild swings. I'm talking the trades that no one else would make. Like, think of the most risky assets out there. Guys you would think, oh, team would be crazy to get him. So dumb to go all in on that guy. Who makes that dumb trade? A team like the Clippers, whose back is against the wall and has no choice. So names like Anthony Davis, Zion Williamson, Ja Morant, and Trae Young would be a dream. Or the Kings fire sale. A local Sacramento guy, Carmichael Dave, said the Kings are gearing up for a full rebuild and plan to explore trades for Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis, DeMar DeRozan,
bro,
and
I feel like the Kings been in a rebuild for the last how many years, bro? I mean, bro, it's like, buddy, I think that franchise needs to be abolished, bro. Like, I feel bad for Kings fans, bro. Like the closest they ever got to even smelling like potentially getting a ring was when they had that playoff run a couple years ago, bro. Or was that 2 years ago? I think it was 2 years ago. Bro. Man.
Players on the roster. Which one of those guys could the Clippers get? Well, the best option is Sabonis by far. He's still 29 years old and can run an offense without needing the ball in his hands a ton. That would work well with Kawhi and James Harden. We will actually see players hit the market closer to the trade deadline in February, and if the Clips haven't turned things around by then, expect them to be at the front of the line on the craziest moves you can imagine because they don't have a choice. But one team actually making the trades is Dallas. The Mavericks just got news on...
All right, y'all. This is the end of the video, guys. I'm going to just say this real quick. The Clippers, man, I think what they need to do, really, if they want to at least have a chance to at least make a deep playoff run, they need to rebuild the whole, like, they need to start over because all the players they have on this team, they're just too old, bro. This team is banged up. They really got no young players, man. I mean, this team is done, man. Like, honestly, if I'm the front office, the first thing I'm doing, getting rid of Kawhi, maybe get rid of James Harden. Just get rid of every old player. And also Chris Paul. Well, Chris Paul's retiring next year. If y'all didn't know that, he's retiring next year. So there's really no point. They should just play the season out. Maybe during the summer they try to start the rebuild again. But they gotta get rid of these players. They gotta get rid of Bradley Beal. Obviously, Bradley Beal. I don't know why they even signed him. I mean, Bradley Beal is washed, bro. Let's be honest. Got rid of Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, and maybe Brook Lopez too. Just restart the whole thing again. Try to get young players. Try to get some picks back, and just try because you see how teams with the OKC what they did. They played a long game, and look how successful they are now. So sometimes playing a long game is the best. But hey, guys, that's it. Make sure y'all subscribe, follow me, turn on post notifications. I'll be posting, and make sure you follow me on Twitch. Do all that shit. And yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later.